Hi, Andrew and Sarah. This is going to be really quick and it's really easy. So I'm on that screen that Des was just on, the Elements and PC. So the first thing that you need to do is you can see the TGA tab over to the right. If you click on that, you'll see that it's the unit, that AVIC 2001. So it's just pulled that in from training.gov. And if I scroll down, you can see it's all the information for that unit. What I like to do is open it on my second monitor because I have the luxury of a second monitor. If you don't, Sarah, I'd suggest that you try and get one because it's really
No,
good
we
to
couldn't
have.
operate without. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Unlike Kelly, unfortunately, who only has room for one screen, but the rest of us
I went,
usually have two.
went and saw my brother the other day, and he said two screens. He said, "How do you deal with two? I've got three." And
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I could do that, but maybe one day. So I have got this open as a Word document on my second screen. I won't share that screen with you though, so you can see the course creator fully. Um, and all I have to do for the first thing is we just go from the top down basically with the elements. So the first thing I'll do is add an element and it brings it up as saying number one. Number one's the first one I have to put in. I'll scroll down on this tab so you can see what I'm putting in. So drive on the air side is the first element. When they're short, I often just type them in. Sometimes I get a bit sick of copying and pasting, so I type instead, just for a little bit of variety. And Sarah, you'll probably appreciate that as you come to do a lot more. And then drive on the air side has 4 performance criteria. So I will just add PC and it will add them as I need them, and I can easily delete them if I've added too many. And I'll show you that too. So that's really easy. If you do too many, just delete them. That's really simple. So I'm just going to highlight 1.1 on the Word document and Control C to copy it, which is the copy shortcut. Now I've just right clicked in this field and you can probably see the paste as plain text option, which is really important because it doesn't bring over any of the formatting, any of the code from the Word document from TGA. So there's that one's in already. So 1 and 1.1. I'll do 1.2 as well. So I'm just going Control C on the Word document, right clicking and doing paste as plain text, and let's put it in. We'll just go, instead of putting 1 to 4 on, I'll just go to the next. No, I won't go next. I'll just add another element. So you can see it's put in number 2. And this is a lovely unit because it's only got 2 elements. And I bet all of yours don't, but it'll be nice. Makes it simple. I could also copy directly from here too. So I just highlighted that, Control C, and do the same thing, right click and paste as plain text. Now it didn't put it in, but it's actually, even though I did paste as plain text, it put an extra break above that, which I just deleted. And then I can add already those 3 PCs for that element. So if I go into the next screen, is that okay, or do you have any questions about that
that's
particular
all good.
screen? Yeah, okay. And you can ask me anytime as well, Sarah or Andrew, when you're coming to do this, as you do the first couple. So if I go onto the next screen, it was saying up here, unit has been saved. There was a little red message, a green message there, sorry, that said unit has been saved. So often I click save anyway, but I didn't do that just then. So this one's taking this next is the foundation skills. And you can see that that's the next item on in the unit guide. Where has that gone? Sorry, I shouldn't scroll too fast. So foundation skills, there is a sentence. There's just a sentence here to say that they're explicit in the performance criteria. So I'm just copying that exactly as it is from the TGA data. Just clicking in there and pasting that exactly as it is. And that's all you need to do for that unit. If you have units that have foundation skills, you'll need to add them down there and you'll probably work out how to do that. And if you get stuck, then you can just give me a call or an email or something and I can show you how to do that. So we'll just go next again because that's all we had to do in there. Range of conditions is the same. It's only got one sentence as well. Sorry, I should show you on this screen. Range of conditions. I'm just putting that one sentence in there. So it's just basically exactly the same information as on that TGA tab. The performance evidence and knowledge evidence are next, and I just got to open my other document. This, I can see in this unit that they're all just one single bullet list. There aren't any sub-bullets, which is fantastic because sub-bullets are a little bit different, but I can just, one of the great things about the course creator is that you can just put them all, highlight all of those performance evidence at once because they're just all the same level of bullet. Paste them into that field, and then if I click add to list, it will automatically number them and put them all down there, which is really great when you have a unit like this. And I forgot to tell you there's a little expandable, expand that little field there so that you can see it fully. And the knowledge evidence is the same as well. You just do it the same way. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll just quickly put that in because then we can go to assessment conditions, which look a little bit different in this unit. So I'm just going to paste the knowledge evidence as well because they were all one single level of bullet list, and let's put it all in there like that. And the next screen is assessment conditions. So for this, I'm not familiar with that aviation unit, obviously, and the assessment conditions have, I presume you would put all of these in. And that's something that you can both discuss anyway, but I'm just adding those. Oh, whoops, that didn't quite work. I just highlighted those first four and I'm just adding those, and it's put them in. For some reason it's put, I think because I had an extra line, so I'm just going to delete each of those extra lines, extra assessment condition, sorry. There's the first four. The last paragraph is something that you'll need to split because they all have to be mapped to separately. Instead of putting this resources and the bullet points in, they'll need to go in as individual assessment conditions. And I'll just show you how to do that without using the top field. If I add an assessment condition, I know I'm going to need 4 more, so I can just add 4 more, and I can delete them easily too, as I said before. And what I would do is I'd put that first sentence relates to each bullet point, and I would put them in just by copying and pasting, and then just deleting any extra lines as well, which you can do quite easily, although I can't delete the one under. Oh, it's because I've expanded it. So that's how that one will look. And then I would need to do the same for each. Put that sentence, because that sentence, that assessment condition relates to each bullet point, you'll need to put it in each of the assessment conditions with the relevant bullet point, if that makes sense. And all of the ones above, all of those sentences above, I'm assuming they're assessment conditions that would need to be mapped to, so that's why I've put them in as well. I'll just go to the next screen. This is where it's not quite in order according to the TGA tab, but the unit details. So the unit perf, which is the unit details tab, which is this complete bit of information here from TGA. And you'll need to take out a few breaks and things like that, just a little bit of formatting. And that is about it. Although, oh, one more thing, sorry. These fields here are blank, and most of your units will have the same unit outcome, and whether they have a prerequisite unit. So we just go there's a reset default text button, which just puts default text in, which can be changed easily if you need to change, if you're going to have graded units or if there are prerequisites as well. But you'll leave that elements and performance criteria because it puts the link in as well. So you just save that. There is a help tab, which I probably should have shown you at the start, but that's really good as well. It's got a lot of information about how to add the elements, how to add the performance evidence. If I'll go back to performance evidence, there's performance evidence information and to click here. I think that's all I can show you. Sorry, I should show you the last screen is to reassign workflow. So Sarah, when you're finished, you will most likely be sending that for approval, and most likely be sending it to the manager, which is Andrew, and you should put a message in here, just over to you for approval. Or if you have something specific that you need him to check, you could just mention, please check ACs, in case there's something that you weren't 100% sure that's needed in there. Obviously, if he's approving, he should be checking it all, but that doesn't always happen, especially when you've got so many units that you have to do. I won't click update because this isn't actually complete, but I think that's it.